So, Unova remakes are up on the horizon. It looks like potentially to the Switch 2, the Super Switch, the Super Duper Duper Switch. We've had rumors and musings of that. What I'm getting at is that Unova remakes are on the mind, and there's, 10 things that I personally would love to see that I think would be cool. Things that Game Freak is too cowardly to do. We're gonna look at some stuff that I want to see in a Unova remake. I think that a lot of people would want to see, but we might not get. In fact, we probably might not get. But it's still fun to speculate during these early times, as well as just share ideas and all that. So, without further ado, let's go into it. I guess the big question with Black and White and Black and White 2 is the issue that there's such different games. They are a clear, here's part 1, here's part 2. So when the question arises about Unova remakes, it's a wonder that, are they going to revert back to just Black White? That would kind of suck. There's so many changes between the two games too, which is why it's, beloved. It's a great game. We see characters in different roles. We saw Bianca in Black and White as our travel companion who's kind of ditzy sometimes, but her dad doesn't want her to go out on an adventure, but she sure does. She's got so much heart and love for it, and it's wonderful. And then in Black 2 White 2 she shows up as an assistant for the professor, and it's perfect. And I love seeing the updated outfits for the characters as well. That's a big important thing. There was even, stuff for the gym leaders. There was even added in new music for the gym leaders. Have you heard Elisa's theme? When I heard those backup singers, I was losing it. And even the singer in that one town, it's been a while and I forget its name, but the town where there's musical instruments playing all throughout, there's also a voice, and there's a guy who can actually sing for you, and he starts singing, and it's actually beautiful. I hate this. Maybe it sounds silly, but it really does. I love visiting that area because just of those facts. It's wonderful. So, circling back to the wardrobe, to the characters and stuff, something I want to see is new wardrobes for everyone. I'm not just talking Bianca, Sharon. I'm talking about, we should do gym leaders again, or maybe. But we should also maybe do player character. Once again, the player character differed from, we have got Black, White, and then Black 2, White 2. They are different characters with names and things and whatnot. Also, another suggestion is to cut Hugh. Not sure if he would show up in a remake. I kind of lean towards hoping he doesn't, but it's okay. The rest is good. But no, I think it would be really cool to customize your character a bit and to change the look of the other characters and actually just move time forward. So the remake, let's say in quotations, isn't so much that, but it's actually just Black 3, White 3. Like I said, this is a list full of ideas that most likely are not gonna happen, and so I can just kind of vent what I want. And what I think would be cool would be a third version. Keep the story going. That's what I think, or change things up, which leads me to the next thing where, okay, Legends Arceus, when they introduced Ingo, it screwed me up, because Pokemon, they don't explain things. They don't explain why this man from the Unova region, who is basically just strapped to his twin brother, they have full-time jobs at the subway, they're directing traffic and they're keeping citizens safe. Somehow this dude goes back in time, winds up in his Sui, and then also joins the Pearl Clan after. I don't know why, it's so funny. Ingo in Legends Arceus, that's hilarious. It's so bizarre, and that's why it's so fun, I guess. But one idea is that if we were going to revisit Unova, give us a timeline where Ingo stays in the past, or he's not there. Give us a timeline where it's Emmett only, probably a heartbroken Emmett, let's be real, but we gotta stick to the games. They haven't before, but let's start with this. Delete Ingo. Now, of course, that'd be quite sad for a remake, but at the same time it'd be quite intriguing. List of fantasies would be treating it like a main game where you can like go back and forth with your Pokemon. You can put Sneasler in there, experience Unova with your Sneasler. Maybe that's gonna be in, but I feel like not, since it's not like a main game. You know what I mean? Like a I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'd like to see. If we can do it, then we should. We should have day one, Ingo gone or something. Or he is there in tatters with his Sneasler, looking confused, dazed. Like, just please acknowledge the Arceus plot. Please give me closure. Please explain. Oh. But yeah, no, I guess I could put lore. We'll see. Sometimes people talk about a Legends Arceus type Unova, which would be cool, but at least for me, the question keeps arising is like, what time period, where do you think it's going to take place? Because, you know, Hisui was fantastic, and it was based on the Sinnoh region, and the Sinnoh region is based on Japan, and, you know, yada, and so it fits very nicely. Hisui aesthetics, you know, it's all wonderful, but with Unova being based on America, in New York specifically, if we were to do the whole back in time thing, like, it'd be looking interesting. It'd be looking different from Japan. You know what I mean? And so, although, like, a Legends game of Unova would be ambitious and really awesome, like I said, I think it's a lot of work that they probably won't do. But we can do it as fans, maybe. Let's draw. Let's write. I don't know. But if they did do that, it'd be amazing to see different ancestors of our main characters, like Bianca and Sharon. That sort of stuff. You know, another thing that could make Unova Remakes really cool, that I think they should do but probably won't, is put Drayton in there. Put some of the new characters that we've seen in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet into Unova. Like, let's see them again. I don't mean just dropping some NPC, just dropping their name. You know how some are from different parts or areas of Unova. You know, Clay has his own full daughter, and I want to see them again. That would be awesome, I think. I think it'd be awesome if it's like a school break and the students are there, because, you know, we came from Blueberry Academy and we saw all our pals, and normally with the games you kind of see everyone and then you bid farewell forever, and there's not really that much overlap except for special occasions or so. But no, like, it'd be awesome to see them again in that Unova universe, like, naturally. That would be cool. Hey, listen, we've played the DLC and everything. There's a lot of Unova ties and whatnot, and I think they should go the full circle and actually tie to Unova. Like, you know what I mean? I think they should do that. I think they should have us explore another region, like they did with Gen 2, with, you know, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or the original games. You got to explore Johto and Kanto. And they've never done that since, and that's a shame. That is really sad. I think fans have been hoping for that for a long time, and I still am too. And I know that maybe Unova is a weird, unlikely one, but I'm just saying, hey, make up a new region. Make up a new region. Make it up north. Make an Arctic kind of area, and make it small, you know? Kitakami was small. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be interesting to see, but once again, I have high doubts, but we can at least hope and talk about them. All that stuff. Another thing the revisit to Unova could bring would be the dream stuff. I forget what to call this conglomerate of plot and experience, because I also, it's a relic at this point, to where, like, data wiped, about it. But back in the day, there was like the dream world you could do with your Pokemon and stuff. And it entailed in-game, a scientist, and this was pretty early on in the game, of course, the scientist and her Mana and Musharna, specifically Musharna being the pillar of like sleep and aiding in that, since it is a weird tapir looking thing. Cool design, I guess so, definitely. But she would go back and I think she would be like, try this dream stuff or whatever. Yeah, so her name is Fennel. Fennel gives tutorial, all that, and you can explore the dream world. And the dream world was also primarily just like through an account with Pokemon.com, and it was like a web accessed thing to where you get sent to the dream world. Like I said, I only have bits and pieces of the features that was in there because it was kind of an obscure thing. You could find treasure chests, I guess. There was gardens. There was, different berry stuff. There was, a lot of stuff and a lot of areas. And, like, it was lively. But it was online, and it's just one of those things that now has been lost to time. However, there are people right now working to restore the media, like, restore this dream world stuff, just to have it, to preserve it, you know what I mean? I think they're having trouble finding specifically what they need, so if you maybe have a computer where you like accessed it, I think that's valuable to look into, because it is really cool. There's a project out there, but the whole reason I'm saying this is because it'd be cool to see some sort of reference or some sort of thing of the dream world in the remakes. I think, hey, that makes a fun remake, a shout out, a callback. Like, it doesn't have to be the same thing, of course, but like, I would love to see it acknowledged. But yeah, that's another. All in all, the list is meant to be a reflection of what fans want to see, or what I want to see, really. My bucket list of things that would be cool on paper, but I doubt we're gonna see actually implemented. But hey, I could be proven totally wrong. Hope I am. But I'd love to kick it off to you guys and also hear your ideas. Tell me what you think about these ideas, or let me know yours as well. I'm sure you also have some interesting, things you'd want to see that would be really awesome that may or may not come true. But I'd love to hear your ideas. Thanks above all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.